Okay, everyone, welcome to Pat's Cast, the unofficial Regina Pats podcast. I'm Matt,
I'm Chris.
and this is our special episode for November 28th. No, what is it? 29th, sorry, 2018. We'll just get right into it. No intro music today. We are live on Twitter. Hello, everyone. Today's kind of a special episode we wanted to do because the trade went down. The trade we've been waiting for, expecting here over the past few weeks and months. We've been talking about it, and it happened. Here it is. So why don't you just give a bit of summary of it for us?
Yeah, that was a little sooner than expected, but looks like Lethbridge really was pushing the timeline. They wanted a trade done before they went on their U.S. road trip and before their coach went to World Juniors. So they might have pushed the trade here a bit. So
I was hoping, we'd get through Christmas, and there'd be that early January trade deadline. But here we are, beginning of December, and we're sitting with a pretty different team now. Well, let's go through it. Let's just recap it for everyone.
all right, so the guys coming in, we know who's leaving. Guys coming in, we got Ty Coley. He's an 18-year-old center. He was with Portland last year. He had 7 goals, 7 assists in 60 games. Started this season with Portland, and then he got traded to Lethbridge. This season, between the two teams, he's got 7 goals in 21 games. That's not bad. And then Jaden Joseph, he's a 19-year-old center. We got he's got 10 goals this year in 23 games. So almost a point a game player. Last year he only had 9 goals in 53 games. 17-year-old, he was 3 goals in 17 games. In 68 games, sorry. So, we lost a lot of offense with these two guys going. We got a little bit back. So that's the main thing, right? We're really losing some offense this year.
I think everyone's hung up on the picks, and we can get to that. But I'm not terribly disappointed with the guys we're getting in return, right? Like,
yeah, you need a couple bodies back, right?
And 2 centermen. So
yeah.
Somewhere we're struggling right now with injuries, and so losing one with Lecition and then getting back 2. So
yeah,
10 goals and 9 assists in 23 games for Jaden Joseph. That's not terrible numbers. So
no, so
can handle that. The only, Ty Coley is looking at his stats. He's 5'8", listed at 178. That's 178 sounds like a lot for someone being 5'8".
Yeah,
but it's a little small out there. So we'll see.
Yeah, see what he plays like. We haven't really seen him at all, right?
Yeah,
West. So
yeah.
Yeah, so the picks, like it is what it is, I guess. Like last year was such a crazy year that
like earlier on, you were talking about you wanted a couple for each.
Yeah, I wanted 2 firsts.
I don't think that was, even when you look at last year, some of the stuff, you wouldn't have got more than 2 first rounds for these guys, I think.
Yeah, I know. I see Josh Anderson last year getting 2 firsts. Like, that was so overpayment. Like, he was a solid defender, but he was like a second pairing defender. Like, I mean, Swift was going all in, so you had to do it, right?
Right.
But I mean, it worked out for them, so you gotta give them credit. But I mean, 2 first rounders for Josh Anderson.
But then they got Estefan, Skinner, Nagel for a 2020 first, a 2020 third, and 2 conditional picks plus 4 players.
But Logan Barloggy is basically a first rounder.
Okay.
So he's a not proven commodity, but he's a year older. He's going to be good. Owen Blocker, well, he's not a first round talent, but Barloggy, in it seems like he's easily a second round talent. So.
Right, and even looking at last year, Cale Clegg went for Luca Berzan, another player, a 2018 second, a 2019 first, and a 2021 first. That was an expensive trade.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. Sure. Like, we're not we couldn't expected that this year.
No, and Brandon made out like bandits last year.
Yeah,
like they got picked up 2 firsts for Tanakaspic. So, and 2 young players as well. So
Right.
that's the thing. That's the thing. I thought, well, with the players not being able to be traded, you could get more picks. I wasn't saying OHL style picks, but I mean
Yeah.
usually you can get a first and a decent young player for a guy. So instead of getting a young guy, you can get a first and maybe another first for a top end talent or a second.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I mean,
it's the first year of that rule too.
Yeah. So it's gonna have to be played out the next couple of years. See how, even for the rest of this trade period, we'll see what happens for these other teams, what they are willing to give up now for top end talent. I don't know if there's going to be a ton of movement in the East like there was last year with PA being so good. Teams might just say, "Well, we're not going to sell the farm this year. We're we'll trade a 19 for an 18 or something. You know, kind of looking for next year, rather than selling the farm for this year."
Well, Lethbridge is making a push. They must think they can compete with that team.
Well, they're not going to see them till the Eastern Conference Final. So,
right.
And they've been there 2 years in a row. Nobody thought they were going to be there last year after they quote unquote sold to Swift.
Right. Yeah.
So that them selling to Swift last year paved the way for this year's buying.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I think Scott brought up. It was them having Swift Current's first round pick that probably gave them that extra advantage over what other people were offering.
Yeah, because of course that's going to be a super high pick.
Yeah.
The Lethbridge first for next spring isn't going to be that high.
No.
So it's going to be middle of the pack tops. It's going to be bottom lower half pick.
Yeah.
So,
the thing that sucks though, what year is that one?
It's a 20.
2020.
So it's next spring.
Yeah.
So we're not going to see the player till end
it's
of
a
21.
While. Yeah.
It's fall of 21 at the earliest, right? So
you're in it for the long haul if you're a junior hockey fan.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing, without being able to trade these young guys, like our deal with Red Deer to bring in Lesishin, so he's 16 or whatever, 15, 16 when they made that trade.
Yeah.
And then you have them for the next 3 years. It's going to be 2 to 3 years before we see these guys, these picks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
But.
So, what was your initial reaction?
I was a little disappointed with the picks, obviously, but once you think about it and break it down, it's not terrible.
I was surprised not to see Paddock in there.
I thought when I heard Lethbridge, when I heard rumors of Lethbridge, I thought Paddock was gone because they need a goaltender so bad.
Yeah.
I guess they're just going to try to outscore everybody. So,
the old Pat's method or the Sioux, but look what happened last year with Sioux. They
didn't make it.
I don't know if that's a good. They could still
model.
be shopping though. They still got time, right?
For sure.
They could be. I know people are throwing around.
You threw around Hofer's name, right?
Hofer.
So,
but how much do they have left?
Yeah, I didn't look through their draft picks, see what they got left.
Yeah.
So
they might end up giving back some of those ones they got from them last year.
Yeah, I don't know what they have left.
Yeah, who knows? It's hard to keep track of everyone's. But someone was saying Ferguson was we just saw him in Kamloops, a really good goaltender, but you're saying he's a 20.
I think he's a 20. Don't quote me on that.
So, who knows?
Yeah.
But going forward, I don't know. The thing is, it's what, we're only in December. We got how many more games left?
Yeah, we're only just past the 2/3 mark. So we got a lot of season left here with.
We just lost huge portion of our team, and yeah, could be.
Well, we're down 2/3 of our second line.
Yeah.
Now we're gone 2/3 of our first line. So we're gonna be hurting for a bit here. That's for sure. So.
Yeah, we sure are. That's why. I mean, we were all expecting this, but just a little bit later would have been nice.
Yeah.
But
we're just trying to just let the pain.
Well, we want to have some exciting hockey for at least half the season.
We know it's coming. We just want to delay it as long as we could, right?
Yeah.
Maybe January 9th or 10th, right?
Yeah.
So, but no, it happened November here, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Looking ahead though, like next year's draft, like we're looking much much better next year. Like we got a first from Lethbridge, we got a
Yeah.
third from Lethbridge,
Yeah.
we got the third from Tri City in the Hyman deal.
Yeah.
We got a fifth from Medicine Hat in the Hollett deal. We got our seventh. We got 3 eighths, and we got 2 ninths, and then we got our 10th, 11th, and 12th. So, next year's draft is looking much much better. 20 doesn't look too great yet. Like we got Swift's first, and then we don't have anything until our own 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So
Mhm.
we got a little bit of holes to fill in there. So
Right. But
But-
still could be some selling off.
yeah,
Is
You
this
can-
it for this year, you think?
I don't know. Like we've got 5 forwards that are possible 20s next year. So I don't know. Do you move one of those guys?
Yeah.
Like you got
Who would-
Mahovlich, Joseph now, Holmes, Pratt, and Strew. So I don't know. Out of the value, I'd say Pratt and Joseph, maybe Strew. Pratt and Joseph
Yeah.
probably have the most value. Holmes is still hurt. Mahovlich, he doesn't have the scoring.
No,
punch,
he's
so.
he's
And
not
Strew-
someone who's going to playoff bound team.
Yeah,
he's
and
gonna pick
Strew,
out.
Well, he looks pretty decent, right? We're gonna lose him here for a bit, like we mentioned, to the
Yeah.
World Juniors,
Yeah.
Division 2 World Juniors. So, but I mean, like he had a decent campaign in Kootenay, so
Yeah.
see how that goes. And then you look at next year for 19-year-olds. You got Crane, Cole, Pierce, Morriso up front. Creta Walker on the back end. McNabb and Paddock in goal next year.
Hmm.
So
Do you
Yeah.
think? Where do you think Paddock's stock is at?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Like
His year hasn't been
it
stellar.
hasn't been great. You can see he's up and down. Like he hasn't been very consistent. Like
No.
it seemed like he was more consistent last year, but I mean, the team was a lot better last year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just him or it's just the inconsistency of this team, right?
Yeah.
Because you can see it. Like a lot of those goals aren't his fault, but he has been letting in some weak ones.
Hmm.
Like most of those power play goals, guys are tapping in back door, like easy tap ins for goals. So that most of those aren't his fault. But I mean, we need him to stand on his head most nights to give us a chance to win, right?
Yeah. It's not
So-
going to go up
No,
anymore.
exactly.
He's not going to look better now.
So I don't know. It's not like they're going to just look at his work this year. They're going to look at last year's. They're going to look at
yeah.
his past seasons. So, but
So that's our feelings about this trade.
yeah,
Kind of we're all expecting it. When I saw it, it was just sort of a sinking feeling. It's sad. And you
Yeah,
can
definitely.
see, you saw a post, Robbie Holmes had one up saying goodbye to them, and
yeah. the
sure we'll
three of
see them more. And
Yeah.
it's tough on these guys. That's,
Oh, yeah. Even when Platt got released,
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
pretty sad. But you see that now with social media. Like you never seen that before,
Right.
Now,
Right.
now you can see what the players are up to, and they're
Yeah.
all friends. Obviously, it's not like it hasn't changed, but you just see that more and
Yeah.
more now.
Yeah. Well, they just had that road trip. They probably hung out a lot.
Oh,
and
yeah,
got to know each
exactly.
other even better. So
So
yeah. So
I don't know. I was a little surprised they both went to the same team.
I'm surprised it happened. I think it was the best scenario for any team looking to get them, though. That is, those synergy they have is just fantastic.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
It's good for Lethbridge.
absolutely.
Definitely.
I didn't think someone would be able to, but they obviously pulled it off, and
Yeah.
good for Lethbridge.
Yeah. No, they're gonna be. We're gonna have to jump on the cane train.
Are you
This
are you
year?
doing it?
I guess so. I have to. So.
I don't. I guess.
Why not?
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
I don't know. I don't mind seeing PA really.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
A PA Lethbridge final. That's even the East final. Like,
Yeah.
God, it's so hard to win this.
yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I don't mind seeing PA do good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might have to jump on Lethbridge there, just
Yeah.
cause. So
No, definitely will be supporting them. Two players that were such a integral part of this team, even though they were a little overshadowed maybe the last couple of years with Steele and Brooks and Wagner and all that. But
yeah, and I've always been a fan of Lecition for
Yeah.
the last 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
I've really liked his game. His 200-foot game is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And
and his face-offs. Oh, my goodness.
yeah, exactly. And he didn't have the scoring numbers, but I mean, he was third line all the time. Like he's
Yeah.
always stuck behind other centers, and this year you can see his scoring output. Even on the weak team, he's still putting up good points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like so. Imagine even if he was the second line center last year or something. Like
Yeah.
he could have put up a point a game, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, his numbers weren't great, but he's got a complete game. And Henry had his down year last year after coming off the surgery and stuff, and he looks like he did when he was 17, like with Steele, like just scoring,
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
up points. So
Natural hat tricks. Like,
yeah, 2 hat tricks on the road trip.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
So
you're getting some good players there, Lethbridge. I wish them success, and
yeah,
I guess we just keep going, keep on keeping on
Yeah,
as a
we're gonna
Pats fan. Yeah,
keep on trucking here, trucking through the wilderness. I think
keep your
The
chin
barren-
up. Yeah, yeah,
the barren landscape.
yeah.
So
Oh
yeah.
well.
No, I had to rock the Henry jersey tonight.
Yeah, good for
I
you.
had to represent.
Yeah,
So,
you're gonna be bitter about not getting that Lecition one now.
yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna pay for it. Well, there'll be another couple.
There'll be his.
There'll be
yeah,
a couple more up for sale.
yeah.
I don't know. they'll
How
probably
soon do
ask
they
me
put
too much.
those up?
Well, they'll probably go up at the end of the year
End of the
like
year,
they did
yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
So, see what they want for it. They probably want $1,000 again, and I'm
Probably.
not doing that. So, I don't know. I think I threw in $20 for Lecition
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Tried to get that one, but no dice.
Okay. Well,
So,
we'll wrap this up. We just wanted to catch everyone up on how we felt about that trade, and I mean it's good for them. It's just kind of the price we have to pay for the fun we had the past couple of years. So,
yeah, exactly. Just got to
Yeah.
recoup those picks and start over.
Yeah.
But in Paddock, we trust, right?
Exactly. No, I still have full confidence in this ownership and going forward. I think they know what they're doing, and no, I'm okay with it in the
Yeah.
end.
Well, they had that, that sell off a few years ago, which built the 16-17 team. So, best
Yeah.
team in franchise history.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely. So, look forward to our next best team in a
Yeah.
couple of years.
hopefully.
Okay, we will sign off for the night. Thanks for anyone. I don't know if we actually got anyone to watch, but we will release this on whatever. I'll put it up to iTunes, and it gets catched by all the other ones. So we'll sign off, and we'll see you guys at the rink. Okay.
All right.
Good
See
night.
ya.